Day 3 has begun. And the first thing we should probably do is probably check out the note that Emily gave us. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, she said she tore it up. Completely forgot. How long is this gonna take? Do we flip it? Do we bop it? Flip it, or we just move stuff around? Twist it? No. Well, this. Do I use the? Yeah. Twist it. Bop it. I thought before we could grab it and twist. Oh, there's timed. We have free time. Oh gosh. I'm timed on this. No. I don't want to be timed. Don't time me. That looks like that, so I'm assuming that goes her. And now we need side pieces. We need side pieces. Side pieces. Side pieces. Or edge pieces. Well, we can do this. If it starts taking too long like it did before in the other ones, I'll do the same thing and I'll just pause it. No, you know. You know. Can't tell if that goes like that. I'm just trying to get things all. How are you supposed to do this in like 2 minutes? My brain doesn't work in 2 minutes. It's supposed to be like, I'm gonna eat your brains or something. There. Okay, so there's something that's watch. Um, Probably like I'm watching you or something. Where's the OU for the U? There's so many pieces. Why is clicking and moving make the okay? Getting distracted. There's that. Uh, where's the Y? Where's the rest of the Y? I need to find it. I need to find it. That's not it. It's not it. What am I doing? Screwing everything up. That's what I'm doing. Um, it's like a. Is this it? I need an H. Where's an H? There's an H. Does that? Nope. There's an H, but I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Well, you're not gonna want to watch me do this for 20 minutes or whatever. So I will be right back. So as you can see, that took way more time than it should have, but I'm bad. Wait, is it not gonna count? It counted. It's the threatening note.
Now, Emily Stalker was careful not to leave anything traceable on this note. The only distinctive thing about it is the black arrow symbol.
It's a black arrow symbol. Yay. Alright, so now what? I've done it. I did it. Now what? We can go try and call Chelsea. We can. Yeah, let's go see if she's outside. Let's go process of elimination. Let's open the door. Let's head out and see if she's not there. Hmm. Could try and go there. Let's see, what else do we have? Is there anything? Let's travel. Where can we go? Well, we can't go to Chelsea's apartment. We can go back to the cabin for some reason. And we can go to the police station. Maybe Mac.
Look, Murphy, I know I owe you for the rusty tip, but that doesn't mean I have to sit and chat with you all day.
Let's give him the threatening note and see what he has to say.
I just need to ask you a few questions.
Fine.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Take a look at this note.
Damn. Did you get this?
I got it from a client. What can you tell me about it?
You ever hear about the Black Arrow killer?
It's vaguely familiar, but refresh my memory.
Oh no, you're on your own in this one. You take care of yourself. That's dangerous territory.
Oh. Okay, well, does that give me... Okay, that does give me a new thing. Alright. So we can't ask him about that because that's on our own. That's for us to find out. Who could we... Let's ask about the stalker.
There are a lot of perverts running around these days. We can't keep tabs on all of them.
I mean, you could try.
Most of what I know came from the papers. I know there's a rumor around that the Black Arrow killer has moved out here.
But that's all you know. Okay. Don't know. Right. Do you know the Yucatec language?
No can do, Murphy.
It was worth a shot. Alright, let's end the conversation. Feel like I should probably go through every single one. Let's see.
Don't know anything?
Okay, no. Ask about that.
You think I know everyone?
No.
Don't know anything?
Okay. Is there anything in my inventory then? No. Alright, so... There's got to be something in Chandler Avenue that I need to look into. I guess I'm going to start asking around about the Black Arrow killer.
You just missed Chelsea. She stopped in to say goodbye. She's apparently off to Arizona. Is everything okay with you two?
Look to Louie for illumination.
I have absolutely no idea. What did Chelsea tell you?
Well, she and I talked for a bit. She's having a rough go of it.
Wow, all of these are bad choices.
Well, maybe I'm just not in touch with my feminine side, but what exactly is so rough?
Well, it's part you, part turning 30. I told her everyone goes through a phase like this. I haven't yet. Of course, I'm still young. I'm 58 and I still ain't ready to settle down. Tell me, Mike, you ever been truly in love with someone?
Have we? The big one. Mention the dark past. Let's go with A.
Well, I've always had this thing for Jane Mansfield.
You know what it is, Mike? Chemicals. Up in your brain. We got these chemicals going bananas.
Well, and the illegal substance humor. Get surprisingly technical and cut through the Bologna.
Yeah, when the old dorsal amygdala gets fired up, look out for trouble.
My point is, falling in love don't mean a lot. What's hard is knowing someone real well and still liking them. But that ain't even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is finding someone you can trust. Remember that. Now, I'll get off my soapbox. What can I do for you?
Well, now I want to have more philosophical commentary. We're gonna ask about stuff that I don't know if you're gonna know.
I remember reading about the Black Arrow killer. Someone was covering the story in the Bay City Mirror.
Do I go? Is that a choice now? Yes.
You want to find copies of the Black Arrow killer articles? I throw out all my old papers, but Rook sometimes holds on to his. Keeps them in the alley back of the pawn shop.
Ayo. I feel like we just need to go to Louie every time we need to figure out what to do next. He's our man. Alright, let's...
Out of my league on that one. I've heard talk that a stranger's been seen around the neighborhood for a while now. Of course, a lot of people come and go around here. I don't know anything else about her. Leach is the guy who opened the club. Big fella. Got a real hearty appetite.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go behind Rook's place. And see if we can't find those articles. They're gonna be in a trash can probably, right? Or are they gonna be in the paper dispenser thing or the recycling? Oh no, I guess not. No. Wait. Oh. Is that something? That's something.
Man. Seems like I have to go through Rook's garbage at some point in every case I take. What a dirty, rotten job. Well, here's an old issue of the Bay City Mirror.
Well, yoink. Ugh. We have to do this again. Alright, so... The one I'm looking for is the Bay City... Or the Black Arrow Killer. Not that one. Not that one. Does this sound like your kind of job? We're up to 15 minutes in breaks every 4 hours. Okay, Gorts on Sports. I don't see anything about the, maybe I actually have to look through them. Puppy chews off man's leg. His 3-month-old Labrador Retriever had chewed his leg completely off. Well, that's terrible. Before... Even up late the night before drinking much tequila. That's the movers and shakers. Fishing Pro. Okay. Oh, it was the The Black Arrow Killer strikes again, in what appears to be a carbon copy of serial murders committed in Arizona and Nevada over the past 2 years. A young woman has been murdered in New San Francisco. Police are not releasing any information at this time, including the name of the victim. This reporter has learned, however, that evidence was found at the crime scene that indicates that the Black Arrow Killer has struck again. Reports from several months ago hinted that the police had finally caught the serial murderer in Nevada. This was never confirmed or denied, though this recent tragedy seems to prove that the killer is still on the loose. We will provide all possible information when it becomes available. That doesn't tell me where to go next. Unless the dark ones are the ones I'm supposed to read. Sapphire Bob's Farm Service at 555-0801. I wonder if we have to do that. Okay, so we didn't really learn much. I wonder if Rook himself will give us... Because if he keeps them, then he must read them, right? Let me...
I heard it through the grapevine that you and Chelsea had a little spat at the Flamingo. How embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit. Defend your privacy with the wording.
Well, for your information, it was a lover spat. Of course, you probably wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Well, I know more about it than you'll ever know. You're completely clueless about women. And speaking of clueless, how is that case coming along?
Why is Tex so rude? Like, even the ones that I feel like aren't bad choices, he's just rude. It's like, I don't know, am I being the nice guy? Am I not?
The Mirror is a fine publication. I try to save my copies so they can be recycled. Then the bums come while I'm sleeping and steal them. Probably using them for blankets. I read about the Black Arrow Killer in the newspaper, but why are you asking me about him? He was arrested in Nevada some time ago. I don't know a thing about it. I've heard that a stranger's been seen lurking around the neighborhood lately. I figured it was just you getting your jollies.
Oh, no.
As a matter of fact, I just received a large number of reference books from an estate. If I'm not mistaken, one of the books was titled Yucatec Made Easy. You can buy it if you'd like, $30.
Well, we're gonna be down to what, 100 or 90? I think I can't remember if we have 120, if we have it 130. Either way, here's money.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
How much do we have? Oh yeah, we had 130. Okay, we still have gas money. It's all that matters. What else do we have? Do we have anything new that we can ask him about? I don't think. Wait, what's? No, that's not what I wanted
Mirror is
to
a
ask.
fine publication.
I said that already. What's this one?
I remember Lucia Purnell. Quite a strong-willed young woman. She works for the Bay City Mirror and came to interview me right after my shop was broken into. I have her business card here if you want to contact her.
Well, I'm just falling into all the good stuff today. Hooray, which is good. Because then I don't get confused and wander around for 5 hours. Alright, so we've got stuff from him. Let's go ahead and check out inventory. The Yucatec Made Easy, excuse me.
If Louie was right, this book should help me figure out what the letter says.
Alright, so I'm going to have to combine them. Combined... Where's that letter? This one and this one. Alright, let's take a look at... Oop, nope. Back. Examine. March 3rd, March 3rd, 2043. Dear Thomas. Can I get my... Hello? I want my... There we go. I apologize to hear Oh, I didn't mean to click down. I apologize for the delay in responding to your letter. It had been forwarded several times and finally caught up to me here in is that an I or is that a Chiapa, Mexico? Doing field work can make me difficult to track down. It was good to hear from you and see that your Yucatec is still exceptional. I was also happy to hear that I was able to help out with your deciphering work. The similarities between some of the symbols you sent me and those in the new Mayan codices I've discovered are quite stunning. You may be interested to hear about some of my recent work. As I've related, there are many local legends in this area that seem to confirm some of your theories. I admit I've been skeptical, but recent discoveries have made me rethink my position. Several weeks ago, I met a local man who gave me an ancient local man who gave me a set of drawings of ancient Mayan hieroglyphs, which which I will reproduce below. Diagrams. The translation reads, For Aha 8 Kumku Black Sun Sky 4 Gods Divine Bird Mountain. 8 or 4 Aha is of course the date at which the Mayan calendar begins, corresponding to 3113 BC on the Gregorian calendar. Experts have always believed that this date was arbitrary and that the Mayan culture didn't even exist until the 1st century AD. Okay, so we have Mayans, aliens, a dead dude, a missing dead dude, supposedly dead, quote, unquote. Everything's going a little crazy here. Okay. As to the remainder of the translation, Black Sun may have referred to a solar eclipse. The other symbols can be translated conservatively or radically, depending upon your disposition. Either way, I'm trying to convince the old man who gave me the symbols to take me to where he found them. He believes this place is holy ground and tells me that no man has entered there for centuries. He refers to the location as the birthplace. Of course, I'm intrigued. Hopefully, my next communication will have more details. By the way, you said you have a package to send to me. Since I'll be doing field work off and on, why don't you send it to care of me of the... Oliver Edson. Well, now we have a new name. Or was that a name we knew? The Sac Pacal Hotel in Chaipa. Can I go to... Oh, gosh. Do I travel there now? No. Alright, so we've read that. Let's go and call... let's see if our friend here has anything to say. Or he's like, oh, she came in and said goodbye. Alright, what'd you do? Nope, he didn't. She didn't talk to him. She didn't like him. Alright. Oh yeah, let's... Wait, no, where's the stairs? They're there. Let's go up here. Let's make that phone call. Probably gonna set up an appointment. Or a meet. Yeah, what was her here? On, off. There. We'll dial this number.
This is a private number.
Wow. She has a sunny disposition.
Yeah, I know. This is Lucia Purnell, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Purnell. Who are you?
My name's Murphy. I'm a PI, and I'm investigating a case you covered in the Bay City Mirror. The Black Arrow Killer.
Yeah? So are 1,000 other people. What makes you so special?
Wow, you know, for a journalist, kind of rude. Um,
I've got a note that might be from the Black Arrow Killer.
Okay, let's meet. I can tell you whether it's the real thing or not.
set rendezvous. Recommend the local hangout. Here, sure. I don't know which one's the better one.
I live in the old city on Chandler Avenue. There's a diner close by called the Brew and Stew. Let's meet there.
I know the place. I'll be there in 15 minutes. By the way, what did you say your name was?
Tex Murphy. That's T-E-X.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can go to the Brew and Stew now. And I'm sure we're just going to have to ask her pretty much about everything we know so far. Which, I don't think is much. Let's see if there's anything we need to buy out of here. I mean, we only have 4 minutes, and I feel like that conversation is going to take longer than 4 minutes. But if it does, it does. I'll probably save it before I go into the Brew and Stew. Yep, I'll save it right here, I think, just in case it runs a little bit on the long. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, let's go into the Brew and Stew. I have to open up the door.
Well, I hope I didn't take you away from anything important.
Nah, just a fight with my editor. Can't even remember what we argued about.
Well, don't worry, because I'm not here to start a fight.
Truth is, I piss people off, usually the wrong people.
Well, at least we got that in common.
Good. Now, you said you had a note?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
I got it from a client.
Your client's in danger, Murphy. How much do you know about the Black Arrow Killer?
Killed a few people in the Southwest a couple of years ago, and then a girl around here got killed recently.
You know, Malden might know more than he's letting on. Then again, he might not. Of course, if he did, I doubt he'd tell you. He's not that stupid.
I'm not so sure about that. Look, why don't you fill me in on a few details, and then I can be certain.
It's a long story.
Come on over to the booth and hear me.
You're slightly above average, aren't you?
Yeah, and many things.
Well, we'll just have to cut you down to size, won't we? When the first bodies turned up in Arizona in the summer of '41, the local police tried to keep the story off the wires. They didn't want the bad publicity. It wasn't until March of '42, when 3 other victims were found, that the story really broke big. Turned out the killer in all 5 cases had the same M.O. He sent notes to his victims before murdering them. I had a chance to see one of those notes. It was exactly like this one.
Had the black arrow, all that?
Right, and the block lettering, same words, everything. You probably know cases like this can spawn copycat murders. For that reason, the police didn't release copies of the notes to the media.
Well, so they could differentiate between the copycat killer and the real killer.
Exactly. Anyway, the Black Arrow Killer racked up 2 more victims in Nevada before the police finally caught up with him. At that point, the FBI moved in and media coverage evaporated. The name of the guy they arrested was Leroy Kettler. The night they booked him, he hung himself in his cell with a shoelace. Funny thing is, he was wearing cowboy boots.
Now that's a little hard to explain.
After things cooled off, I went down there and interviewed a few people, including an inmate who told me that 2 men in suits went to Kettler's cell the night before he hung himself. I'm pretty sure they were NSA.
NSA? What would the National Surveillance Agency be doing messing around with a serial killing case. More than that, why would they kill Kettler?
Maybe he was a fall guy. Or maybe Kettler really was the serial killer and the feds just didn't want the case resolved. Regardless, there was a cover-up.
Mac Malden said there was another case around here. How does that tie in?
It doesn't. The girl was a grad student at San Francisco Tech. There was no indication that she was receiving threatening notes, and there was nothing out of the ordinary before she was murdered. Oddly enough, the police found a note in her room. At that point, the feds moved in and took over.
That girl. What was her name?
Collins. Sandra Collins. You know something I ought to know?
I'm not sure.
Now, there's no chance that you can give me the name of your client?
You know I can't do that. But I'll tell you what. If I find out who's stalking my client, you're gonna get a scoop out of this.
That's a fair deal. By the way, have you heard of a place called Autotech?
Don't think so.
Might be worth checking into. Oh, and Murphy, one more thing. When I was following this story in Nevada, I met a guy just like you, a PI. He asked a lot of questions, too. A week later, he had a tag on his toe. Suicide, I think.
Purnell certainly gave me a lot to think about. What's the common denominator between Fitzpatrick, Malloy, Kettler, and this young woman, Sandra Collins? Too few details, too many implications. The bottom line is, whoever sent the note to Emily's for real, and she's in danger. Purnell mentioned a place called Autotech. Maybe that's a place to start. Somebody just jumped off the water tower on the roof of Rusty's funhouse. Dressed all in black. Maybe Emily wasn't just imagining that someone was watching her.
Oh, we got... Sounds like a phone call and everything. Or maybe that was just beat. No, that sounds like a phone call. So when we come back, we will see who that guy was who answered the phone. We'll see what that is and everything. Oh, God. Things are heating up. Things are heating up. We had Star.
Sounds like I got a message on the vid phone.
Yeah, that. So when we come back, we'll deal with all that. Till then, y'all take care. Of course, have a good one.